Today, we're going on a journey into the lives of 7 legendary game developers who have shaped the gaming world as we know it. These aren't just names on a credit screen. These are the masterminds, the visionaries, the artists who took us from pixels to polygons, from side-scrolling adventures to sprawling open worlds. From their humble beginnings to their groundbreaking innovations, we'll explore the stories behind these iconic creators. We'll uncover their inspirations, their struggles, their triumphs, and how their unique perspectives changed the landscape of gaming forever. Get ready to dive deep, because this is more than just a history lesson. It's a celebration of the creative spirit that fuels our favorite pastime. Our journey begins with a man who needs no introduction, the Walt Disney of video games, Shigeru Miyamoto. Born in rural Japan in 1952, Miyamoto's childhood was a far cry from the digital worlds he'd later create. His playground wasn't filled with pixels and sprites, but with forests, caves, and the boundless realm of imagination. Those early explorations, those adventures in the unknown, would become the bedrock of his creative genius. Miyamoto's journey into video games began in 1977 when he joined a little-known company called Nintendo. At the time, video games were in their infancy, little more than blips and bloops on a screen. But Miyamoto saw something more, a potential for storytelling, for wonder, for experiences that transcended the limitations of the technology. His first major creation, Donkey Kong, introduced the world to a certain barrel-tossing ape and a plucky carpenter named Jumpman, who would later evolve into the iconic Mario. Donkey Kong was a smash hit, propelling both Miyamoto and Nintendo into the global spotlight. But it was just the beginning. In 1985, Miyamoto unleashed Super Mario Bros. Onto an unsuspecting world. The game was revolutionary, its tight controls, colorful graphics, and imaginative level design setting a new standard for platforming games. Mario wasn't just a collection of pixels, he was a character you wanted to root for, a hero embarking on a grand adventure. But Miyamoto's creativity didn't stop there. In 1986, he introduced us to Hyrule, a sprawling fantasy world filled with magic, mystery, and a hero named Link. The Legend of Zelda, with its open-ended gameplay, challenging dungeons, and epic scope, redefined what an adventure game could be. Over the years, Miyamoto has continued to innovate and inspire, creating unforgettable experiences like Star Fox, F-Zero, and Pikmin. His impact on gaming is immeasurable. He's a master storyteller, a visionary designer, and a true icon of the industry. His games have brought joy to millions, sparked countless imaginations, and proven that video games can be so much more than just entertainment. From the whimsical worlds of Nintendo, we shift gears to the shadowy realm of espionage and intrigue, the brainchild of a man who dared to push the boundaries of storytelling in video games, Hideo Kojima. Born in Tokyo in 1963, Kojima's early life was marked by a passion for film, literature, and a fascination with the human condition. Little did he know, these passions would converge in the most unexpected way. Kojima's journey into game development began at Konami in the mid-1980s. At the time, video games were primarily seen as action-packed diversions, but Kojima envisioned something more cinematic, more emotionally resonant. He wanted to create games that weren't just played but experienced. In 1987, he released Metal Gear, a stealth action game that challenged players to think strategically, to use cunning and stealth over brute force. Metal Gear was a critical and commercial success, laying the groundwork for Kojima's magnum opus. That magnum opus arrived in 1998 with the release of Metal Gear Solid. The game was a revelation, a cinematic masterpiece that blended stealth action with a complex, thought-provoking narrative. Solid Snake, the gruff yet heroic protagonist, became an instant icon, his story of espionage and betrayal captivating players worldwide. Kojima's genius lay in his ability to craft intricate plots, memorable characters, and cinematic presentation, all within the interactive medium of video games. He understood that games could be more than just entertainment. They could be vehicles for exploring complex themes, philosophical ideas, and the depths of human emotion. His subsequent Metal Gear Solid titles further cemented his status as a visionary, each installment pushing the boundaries of storytelling, gameplay, and technology. From the philosophical musings of Metal Gear Solid 2 to the epic scope of Metal Gear Solid 4, Kojima's work continued to challenge and captivate audiences worldwide. Though his time at Konami has come to an end, Kojima's legacy as a master storyteller and innovator remains. He's a testament to the power of video games as a narrative medium, a true auteur who dared to dream big and in doing so, redefined what video games could achieve. While some developers craft immersive narratives and adrenaline-pumping action, our next visionary takes a different approach, inviting us to build, to strategize, to shape the very course of history. Meet Sid Meier, the mastermind behind some of the most addictive and enduring strategy games of all time. Born in Canada in 1954, Meier's fascination with history, systems, and the complexities of civilization would lay the foundation for his groundbreaking work. He didn't just want to create games, he wanted to create worlds within worlds, intricate simulations that captured the essence of human history and the thrill of building something from the ground up. Meier's journey into game development began in the early 1980s, co-founding Microprose and releasing a string of successful flight simulators. But it was in 1991 that he would unleash his true masterpiece, Civilization. Civilization wasn't just a game, it was a phenomenon. Players weren't just controlling armies, they were guiding entire civilizations from the dawn of time to the space age. The game's depth, its intricate web of systems and choices, captivated millions, turning casual gamers into armchair historians and strategists. Meier's approach to game design was revolutionary. He understood the power of emergent gameplay, of creating systems that interacted in unpredictable ways, allowing players to forge their own paths and write their own histories. He believed in giving players freedom of choice, empowering them to make decisions that shaped not just the game world, but their own unique experience. Civilization spawned numerous sequels and spin-offs, each iteration expanding upon Meier's vision of a grand strategy game that was both accessible and endlessly engaging. He went on to create other iconic titles like Pirates and Railroad Tycoon, each bearing his signature blend of historical depth, strategic complexity, and addictive gameplay. Sid Meier's impact on gaming extends far beyond his impressive list of titles. He's a pioneer of the strategy genre, a master of systems design, and a testament to the power of games to educate, to challenge, and to spark our imaginations. His creations have captivated generations of gamers, proving that sometimes, the greatest adventure is the one we create ourselves. Chapter 4. Gabe Newell, the architect of PC gaming's future. From the ancient realms of civilization, we now journey into the digital frontier, the ever-evolving world of PC gaming, led by a man who transformed not just how we play games, but how we access and experience them, Gabe Newell. Born in 1962, Newell's path to gaming wasn't linear. It was a journey marked by calculated risks, a relentless pursuit of innovation, and a deep understanding of what gamers truly crave. Newell's story begins not in a garage or a dorm room, but within the hallowed halls of Microsoft. As employee number 271, he witnessed firsthand the birth of Windows, an operating system that would change the face of personal computing. But Newell had a different vision, a future where games weren't just software. They were living, breathing worlds, constantly evolving and expanding. In 1996, Newell took a leap of faith, leaving the security of Microsoft to co-found Valve, a small game development studio with big ambitions. Their first creation, Half-Life, wasn't just a groundbreaking first-person shooter. It was a revolution in environmental storytelling, seamlessly blending action with narrative and immersing players in a world both familiar and terrifying. But Newell's ambitions extended beyond game development. He envisioned a future where gamers had easy access to a vast library of games, a digital marketplace that broke down the barriers between creators and players. In 2003, that vision became reality with the launch of Steam. Steam wasn't just a digital distribution platform, it was a paradigm shift. It democratized game development, giving independent creators a platform to showcase their work and provided gamers with an unprecedented level of choice and convenience. Steam became the PC gaming ecosystem, fostering a thriving community of developers and players. Newell's impact on PC gaming is undeniable. He's a visionary leader, a champion of innovation, and a firm believer in the power of community. His work has not only shaped the present of PC gaming, but has laid the foundation for a future where games are more accessible, more connected, and more integral to our lives than ever before. From the digital battlefields and sprawling empires, we now venture into the realm of laughter, wit, and unforgettable characters. guided by a master storyteller who infused video games with a unique brand of humor and heart, Tim Schafer. Born in 1967, Schafer's journey into game development was paved with a love for comedy, a fascination with the absurd, and a desire to create games that were as funny as they were engaging. Schafer's career began at LucasArts, the legendary studio behind iconic adventure games like Monkey Island. It was here that he honed his craft, working on classics like The Secret of Monkey Island and Day of the Tentacle, games that pushed the boundaries of humor in interactive storytelling. But Schafer wasn't content with simply following trends. He wanted to create something truly unique, something that reflected his own quirky sensibilities. In 1998, he unleashed Grim Fandango upon the world, a noir-inspired adventure game set in the land of the dead. Grim Fandango was unlike anything anyone had ever seen. Its striking art style, inspired by Mexican folk art, was a breath of fresh air, and its cast of lovable misfits and witty dialogue cemented Schafer's reputation as a master of comedic timing and character development. In 2005, Schafer founded Double Fine Productions, a studio dedicated to creating games that were as original as they were entertaining. His first release, Psychonauts, was a cult classic, a whimsical platformer that explored the depths of the human mind with humor and heart. Schafer's work is a testament to the power of humor in video games. He understands that laughter can be just as powerful as action, that even the most absurd situations can be imbued with genuine emotion. His games are filled with memorable characters, witty dialogue, and a sense of whimsy that's both refreshing and endearing. From the comedic adventures of Double Fine, we now journey into the heart of technical innovation, the relentless pursuit of pushing the boundaries of what's possible in video games, led by a man who dared to dream big, Yu Suzuki. Born in 1958, Suzuki's fascination with technology and his unwavering ambition would lead him to create some of the most visually stunning and technically ambitious games of his time. Suzuki's journey began at Sega, where he quickly rose through the ranks, becoming known for his technical prowess and his ability to squeeze every ounce of power out of arcade hardware. He created arcade classics like Hang On, Outrun, and Afterburner, games that weren't just fun to play, they were technological marvels that pushed the limits of what was thought possible. But Suzuki's magnum opus, his most ambitious project, was yet to come. In 1999, after years of development and an unprecedented budget, he unleashed Shenmue upon the world. Set in a meticulously detailed recreation of 1980s Japan, Shenmue was unlike anything anyone had ever experienced. Shenmue wasn't just a game, it was a living, breathing world. Players could interact with hundreds of NPCs, each with their own daily routines and stories to tell. The level of detail was astounding, from the rustling leaves on the trees to the reflections in the puddles on the ground. Suzuki's vision was to create a game world that felt truly alive, a world where players could get lost in the minutiae of everyday life. While Shenmue's development was plagued by delays and budget overruns, its impact on gaming was undeniable. It pushed the boundaries of open-world design, storytelling, and technical achievement. Though Shenmue's commercial performance didn't live up to expectations, its legacy as a cult classic and a landmark achievement in video game history remains. Yu Suzuki's relentless pursuit of innovation and his unwavering commitment to his vision have left an indelible mark on the industry, inspiring countless developers to dream big and push the limits of what's possible. Our final destination takes us to the heart of interactive storytelling, the art of crafting narratives that captivate and immerse players in worlds both familiar and fantastical. Leading this expedition is a true pioneer, a woman who redefined how stories are told in video games, Amy Hennig. Born in 1964, Hennig's journey into game development wasn't a straight path. It was a winding road that led her from the world of film to the burgeoning realm of interactive entertainment. Hennig's early work at Atari exposed her to the creative potential of video games, but it was her move to Naughty Dog that would solidify her status as a storytelling icon. As the creative director and writer of the Uncharted series, she brought her cinematic sensibilities to the world of action-adventure, crafting a franchise that felt like playing through a blockbuster film. Uncharted wasn't just about gunfights and explosions, it was about characters you cared about, witty banter, and globe-trotting adventures that kept you on the edge of your seat. Hennig understood that the heart of a great story lies in its characters, and she excelled at creating protagonists you wanted to root for, villains you loved to hate, and supporting characters that felt like real people. Her work on Uncharted redefined what narrative-driven action games could be. She seamlessly blended breathtaking set pieces with character-driven moments, creating a series that was both thrilling and emotionally resonant. Hennig's ability to craft compelling dialogue, build believable relationships between characters, and weave intricate plots within the framework of an action-adventure game set a new standard for storytelling in the medium. Beyond Uncharted, Hennig's contributions to the industry extend to her work on the Legacy of Kain series and her current projects at Skydance New Media. She's a true visionary, a master storyteller, and a champion for diversity and representation in gaming. Her work has inspired countless developers and gamers alike, proving that video games can be so much more than just entertainment. They can be vehicles for powerful narratives, unforgettable experiences, and a deeper understanding of ourselves and the world around us. These 7 developers, each with their unique vision and unwavering passion, have left an indelible mark on the world of gaming. They've not only created some of the most beloved games of all time, but have also pushed the boundaries of what games can be, transforming them from simple diversions into powerful forms of art, entertainment, and cultural touchstones. Their stories remind us that behind every pixel, every line of code, every unforgettable character, there's a team of dedicated individuals driven by a desire to create, to innovate, and to share their passion with the world. They are the architects of our virtual playgrounds, the weavers of our digital dreams, and their legacy will continue to inspire generations of gamers and creators for years to come. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for more deep dives into the world of gaming.